Elsewhere, we have another exciting player who's really kind of rose to prominence in the Bundesliga, and that is Johan Manzambi, who is the Freiburg central midfielder. For people who maybe don't follow the Bundesliga, Toby, but have perhaps been watching the Europa League, Manzambi has been crucial to Freiburg's run to their first ever European Cup final, where they'll play in the Europa League against Aston Villa. Perhaps a player that Aston Villa fans should take note of. I'm sure Unai Emery knows all about him because he has been a phenomenon at Freiburg this season, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's the one Aston Villa needs to stop because he's thriving. He's yeah, he has a really good composure. He can be a box to box player. Can play on a number 6, but also a number 8, also number 10. Has some threats before the goal. So yeah, he's really thriving, and yeah, he is also made for the Premier League with his body. He's very strong, with compared with the speed and or combined with the speed. He's also one of the most exciting players in the Bundesliga, I guess, and I think also in the Europa League final we will see that.
Yeah, his goal in the last round was outstanding, and I don't think I'm being disrespectful to the Europa League to say he has taken it very easily in that competition. He's found it very easy to dominate games, and it'll be interesting to see if after they play Aston Villa, if Aston Villa perhaps say, hey, who's this guy? Let's maybe pick him up. But he's already been linked with Bayer Leverkusen, Manchester United, Real Madrid, Galatasaray. Perhaps it's worth explaining to users and listeners here, Toby, that when we do the market values, it's not just based on the player's form, but it's also to do with the potential interest or demand in a player like Manzambi ahead of the summer transfer window.
Yeah. And the summer transfer window will take a big part in the market value update this summer. And as I said, the profile Manzambi has is really rare. Also with the box to box player who's also technical, on a very good technical level. And yeah, if you see him play, you know why a lot of teams want him. And I think also he has the opportunity to be in the World Cup and also show his potential there. But as I also said with Diomande, I think it also fits to Manzambi. Um, when these players in the Bundesliga perform against Bayern and Dortmund, that's the biggest sign that they can also perform elsewhere. So I think we also had talents who played very good games against smaller teams, but against the top teams in the Bundesliga, they were like a ghost. But that doesn't suit to Diomande or Manzambi. So I think both are ready for the next steps. But with Manzambi, we should also have in mind that maybe if Freiburg wins the Europa League, maybe he will stay another year for Freiburg, as he also could say, okay, we won the international trophy with my club and we will play Champions League. But I think the chances are small that they can win against Aston Villa. But yeah, um, he will be a transfer target for a lot of good teams, top teams. So we can be excited for that.
Yeah, absolutely. He, of course, came through the Freiburg Youth Academy, so he obviously has a lot of attention to Freiburg. It's a very easy club to love, and they have a lot of players who have stayed there because obviously it's a very nice place to stay. But yeah, his market value currently 35 million euros. It was 8 million euros at the start of the season. So that shows, how far he's come and how it's likely to increase once again.